Welcome back, everyone. As you can clearly see, I'm going to be enjoying my own company today as Jake is on a trip, and I have a very special cigar picked out for this evening. As I had just said, it's just me today. I'm going to enjoy a great cigar, and I hope you guys enjoy the video as well. I apologize, it has been almost an entire week since we have posted the video, or a new video. I believe on Monday we did the Davidoff Diadema Finas. Very good cigar. Check out that video if you have not. However, I think it's time to dive into today's review. Today I am smoking the La Flor Dominicana Andalusian Bowl by La Flor Dominicana. This is a very big cigar. Not too sure on the size. If I had to guess, maybe a Toro Extra. A very nice seamless wrapper, very few veins. Interesting band here. Also an interesting fact, this cigar was #1 of 2016. As for some tasting notes that I've heard about, I've heard hickory, leather, lots of honey, and a sweetness. Given those tasting notes, I'm ready to get it cut up and see what the cigar has to offer. Definitely a heavy pack there. We'll see if that gives us enough of a draw there. Effortless draw. Get it lit up with the DuPont here. Brought up a little information here about this cigar. A box of 10 retails for $300, so a single is $30 depending on where you get it at. As I had said, this is from Cigar Aficionado. It is number one on Cigar Aficionado's website for 2016. However, that was quite a hot minute ago. They're very hard to come by. It's not something you just see in your everyday Joe Schmo shop. This band's coming off, but enough of me. Let's see what this cigar's got. Very, very, very heavily packed. We might have to use a torch flame. I'm just gonna warm up tobacco here. Solid aroma coming off the foot. Nice and black. Almost there. This has been in my humidor now for almost a year, so it has quite a bit of age. Very nice tasting notes right now. Lots of honey. A strong honey sweetness, effortless draw. Very light smoke. Probably a medium finish on the palate. On the back of the palate, I can taste that hickory and I can taste that earthiness to this cigar. Not too much smoke coming off of it. Very white ash and a clean burn line. I think that's going to do it for the first third. We will see you in the second third of the La Flor Dominicana Andalusian Bowl. Hang it in there. Welcome back, everyone. We are now in the second third of the La Flor Dominicana Andalusian Bowl. Forgive me for any sound that is happening in the background or that the mics are picking up, as we have a massive, torrential downpour here in Pittsburgh all day long. So the sub pump is running like crazy. That's enough of me talking about the weather. Just again, apologies for any water trickling and such. As I had said, we are in the second third of this cigar. You can see the construction there. That's pretty damn impressive. The ash is bleach white, stacking like quarters. The draw is getting a little bit looser. Not sure why it was so loose. I meant to say tighter. I'm not sure why it was so loose before. It was almost hard to get a draw because it was so loose and I wasn't getting too much smoke. But now we're getting lots of smoke, lots of flavor. The honey sweetness and the oakiness to this cigar remains, along with a light pepper spice and almost like a smoked meat to it. I know that's an interesting one to add, but that's pretty much what I'm tasting in this cigar. I have not ashed it once. The construction on this is heavenly. As you can see, a lot more smoke to when we lit it up first. Excuse me there. Not too much on the palate. We're probably backing off of our mild to medium finish to a lighter finish now, believe it or not. Off those couple puffs I just took, I got a lot of honey, a light sweetness on the back of the palate, almost a cedar and an oak, as I had said. Thoroughly enjoying this stick right now. I've heard a lot about it. I think it's just one of those, another hyped up cigar. The thing is, you know, with the cigars that me and Jake usually smoke, as you can see, it's not here. We usually smoke Davidoffs, and Davidoff isn't really a hyped up brand. They're just known for quality, luxury, and premium tobaccos and everything. But, you know, anytime you go into a cigar store and that retailer gets this particular cigar, it's always like there's so much hype behind it. And quite frankly, as of right now, I'm not seeing that hype. I paid $31 for this stick. A little bit more on the pricey side, but not too expensive compared to what we have smoked on this channel. But as right now, for $31, there's nothing crazy going on. Yeah, it has some nice flavors, great burn line and construction, but for $31, I'm not getting the $31 flavor I would get with a normal $31 cigar. I think that's going to do it for the second third. Not too much news. Monday is Labor Day. I think we will be putting out a review then. Yeah, I really don't have any news for the following clip. I'll just say that right now, you know, reviewing everything in the following clip. But yeah, that is the second third of the La Flor Dominicana, not Anaconda, Andalusian Bowl. Some very large bands. These bands are huge. I have no clue what this thing is on the band. It almost looks like somebody skiing. I can do some research on that while I smoke this down to the final third. But yeah, decent cigar so far. I did have to cut it again to get a bit of a better draw. But like I had said, the draw was weird. It was almost too much, but then I cut it again and the draw was fine. Really weird, but enough from me. I'll see you guys in the final. Welcome back, everyone. We are now in the final third of the La Flor Dominicana Andalusian Bowl. And wow, this cigar really took a crazy turn in the final third. I am loving it. First and second third were pretty much the same, not too much, just a little bit more pepper spice. But I've just entered the final third, and it's really ramping up. Lots of flavors. That honey that I've been talking about the entire cigar is like eating a spoonful of honey every time I take a puff on this cigar. Really enjoying it. Great flavor. As for the notes in the final third, I'm getting the same, pretty much. A leather spice, lots of dark earth, a crap ton of honey, a light saltiness, a little bit of cumin, along with a nice saffron note on the back. That's the first time I've ever tasted saffron on a cigar. It's really nice though, and I'm really enjoying it. I know I had said in the past clip that I had no clue what this logo is, but I turned around behind me and I saw the same logo on one of my DuPonts, and I was like, okay, what is that? And I looked it up, and it's a Picasso painting. Picasso had a very large liking for painting bowls, so La Flor Dominicana made the Andalusian bowl for Pablo Picasso. Sorry for that. So on the front, my DuPont has that same logo that's on the front of this cigar. I'm not sure what the name of that painting is. I can look it up sometime in another video. But it's the same thing on my DuPont, and pretty cool now that I know what it is. That's a nice thing that La Flor Dominicana did there. As I had stated in the past clip, there is no news for this week or this upcoming week. There will be, I don't think there's going to be a video tomorrow, but there will definitely be one on Monday, and hopefully I can get a couple out this upcoming week. I'm going to dive into my review of the Flor Dominicana Andalusian Bull. Coming in at $31, I am now going to say that it is well worth that $31 price tag. This final third is definitely worth it. It made it worth every single penny, and I'm really liking it. As for the flavor notes, I pretty much just said it. I don't think I need to say it again, so I'm just going to hit you with my review right now. The burn line, the ash, everything about this cigar got a 10. The ash stacked like dimes. It was bright white, not just a gray, like the color of my napkin white, crazy. I've not had to relight it once. I didn't have really an issue per se with the draw. It was just it was weird. I really don't know how to explain it, but that was not an issue. Burn line was perfect. A seamless, very oily wrapper, no toothiness, and maybe a few slight veins on this. This is a figurado size. I discovered that as well. And by no means is this an easy cigar to roll, especially the way they did it. So kudos to whoever rolled that cigar. You did a very nice job. Coming at my review right now, I'm giving this cigar an 8.9 out of 10. I give it an 8.9 out of 10 because the first and the second third were pretty monotonous with very, very small amounts of development. Great flavor though, just not something that really struck me. I'm glad I continued to smoke this down to the final third because the final third is the best part of this cigar. That's why it gets an 8.9. Everything else though gets a 10. As I had just said, ash, wrapper, draw, all that stuff was great. Very good cigar. These are extremely hard to get. If you see them, definitely pick one up. If you like La Flor Dominicana, I couldn't even recommend it even more. But I barely see these in stores. I got the two I have upstairs probably about a year ago. So these have been aging in my humidor now for about a year, give or take. One thing I'm going to warn you guys to look out for is the price. A lot of online retailers are really hiking up the price of this. Where I get mine from, I can get them for about 20 bucks now. When they first got them in the store, they sold them for 31. It's new. They wanted to let everybody try one, so there was a limit on it. But if I wanted to go buy a box, I could go buy a box right now for about $200 to $250. So just be careful online. I've seen people selling them for $400, upwards of $500, which is absurd. This is not worth $50 a stick. Please do not pay that much. Just be patient and wait for your store to get them in at a normal retail price. I think that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I apologize for the lack of content as I've been very busy lately. As I had said earlier on in the video, and I have you as noticed the entire video, Jake is not beside me today as he is on a trip. Hopefully he enjoys his trip as much as I enjoyed this cigar. I think that's going to do it for tonight. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you, hopefully, on Monday.